Hey Crest Hill, my name's Sophia, and today is Friday, September 18th, 2020. Let's get on to Mr. Rundle.
Hey, good morning, Crest Hill. It's your principal, Mr. Rundle, as always, here on Friday for the Cann, bringing you some live video announcements. So great to have everybody back. Can you believe we've already been in school for a month? That's right, pretty hard to believe. Today is Friday, September the 18th. 2020, and we've been doing this a month already. That is phenomenal. But I also want to remind you that means we're not very far away from sliding into the end of first quarter. You still have time, but it's halfway there. How you doing? Are you taking care of business? Are you filling out your planner? Are you staying on top of your assignments? Doing all the things that you should be doing to build those virtuous cycles and being a successful student? I hope so. If not, we're here to help you. All you need to do is ask. Here are some announcements for you. So, first off, this is a critical announcement. We started it this week, and so you've heard me announcing it, but I want to just put it on your radar again. And that is, when you are at home on your off days learning, right? So if you're cohort day, when you're cohort A, when you're at home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you must check yourself in for attendance. Go to your student portal, click on attendance, and you'll see a big button that says, I'm here. You click on that, and that tells us you're here that day. You don't have to do it every class. You just have to do it during the once in the morning, and then that tells us you're engaged at home learning. If you don't do that, then automatically you get counted as absent, and a dialer will go home to your parents to remind you, but then your parents or you can log on at that time, click it, and it's all taken care of. So a little bit of added responsibility, but you're a middle school student. You're ready for some responsibility. Let's see what else. Planner competition. Hang on. Okay, I just took a screenshot here of, and maybe Miss DeLong and the crew can upload this. This is a picture I took of one of our students' planners. This is Addie. Addie showed me her planner after just the second week of school. It is a piece of art. It is color-coded. It has a key, a legend. She's writing all of her assignments. She's keeping track of when things are due. Beautiful example. Addie is in the running for getting to go to lunch with her very best friend and Mr. Rundle anywhere they want in December for first semester. I've had a couple of our e-learners also reach out to me and say, are we included as well? Of course you are. You should be using a planner as well, e-learners, so please do that. And I'm encouraging everyone to really take responsibility for filling out your planners. It's time for vampire poetry. Team Legend, here we go. This is your vampire poem written by one of our Crest Hill students for Friday the 18th. I love this. This one's beautiful. Listen to this. Her midnight hunger steals the moon. In dangerous kisses of forgotten sorrow, possessed by this lonely darkness, I stand, awaiting, under the shining star. Her deceit betrays my gentle heart, shared forever, souls of empty pleasure. Oh, what's better than vampire poetry? That is just some pretty cool stuff. Really proud of you guys, Team Legend. You're doing some amazing writing. Speaking of things that are amazing, Denver Broncos, right, representing. I didn't just wear this shirt by accident, right? I wore this on purpose. Go Broncos. Shares That's what we believe in here at Crest Hill, shares. Those are our core behavior values of how we operate, not just students, but adults as well. All of us as the Crest Hill community, we try to live out the values, the attributes of shares. Safety, hospitality, accountability, respect, empathy, and stewardship, right? We kind of figure, hey, if we get those 7 things right, then pretty much everything else comes together, falls together for us as a Crest Hill community. Safety, hospitality, accountability, respect, empathy, stewardship. How are you living out those virtues right this moment? How about next period? What about this afternoon? How about on the weekend? All of us as human beings can get better and better at these virtues and making them a part of who we are. That's what we are here at Crest Hill. That's what we're all about. So shares is something you're going to be hearing quite a bit about. I celebrate anytime I see kids exhibiting examples of those virtues. Those virtues, by the way, meld themselves very, very nicely in this larger conversation we're having around equity, around social justice, around inclusivity, right? Because all of those concepts are intimately connected and intertwined with each other, right? If I am showing openness, compassion, a desire to seek to understand, to include, I am naturally exuding the shares attributes. We're going to be talking a lot this year about understanding others, right? Because we know ourselves very well. We live in our own skin. But how do I understand others, another culture, another belief system, another way of looking at the world and understanding the world? We're going to look at what that, we're going to talk a lot about what that looks like. Speaking of which, happy Rosh Hashanah to our Jewish members of our community. This is an important religious festival, feast, holiday celebration for you. Rosh Hashanah. I wish you a very lovely Rosh Hashanah this weekend, and may you celebrate with family and loved ones. All right, I think that is it for our announcements this morning. Let's get after some more things from members of Cann.
Hey Crest Hill, do you guys have something special that you always do with your parents? Check out what some of our students here at Crest Hill do with theirs.
Yes, I like that much better.
Hi Crest Hill. Since we don't get to do the school play this year because we can't get that close together, I'm going to help you guys put on a showcase of your theatrical talents. I will be meeting with students on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday to work on either a monologue, a duet acting number, a solo musical number, or a group musical number. And we're going to work on it and practice it. And then I'm going to create a performance for the parents of your wonderful talents. If you have any questions, come see me. Otherwise, just come up and sign up for the day that you're willing to stay after school for as much time as you can. I'll be here till 4 o'clock, and you can leave early if you'd like or stay the whole time. Check with me if you have any questions.
What's up, Crestline learners? On Tuesday, September 25th at the White Tent from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. is e-learners only picture day. Make sure you show up so we can see you in the yearbook. And don't forget about the clubs. If you would like to join UMS or Pay It Forward, sign up on My School Bucks. Then you can join their online sessions. UMS is Tuesday 3 to 4, and Pay It Forward Wednesday 3 to 4.
It is that Thursday at Mr. Kelly's room. Be there. It is free and takes place in room 2140 every Thursday after school from 3 to 5. All welcome, but mask and card are required.
Attention, all meditators and anyone else who has a crazy busy life or feels stressed out or just wants a few quiet minutes to be still and get organized and energized for the day. Come join Mrs. Volk and Mrs. Walia in room 1127 at 7 a.m. on Thursdays for silent morning meditation. You can sign up for the meditation club at myschoolbucks.com, but realize this club is free. Please see or email Miss Volk or Miss Walia if you have any questions. Our first meditation will be Thursday, September 24th, so sign up today. P.S. The meditation club isn't going to have anything to do with religion, so come sit with us no matter what you believe. Attention all 8th graders. If you were a trekker last year, you can submit a farewell video to Mr. Caloric. Please keep it 1 minute or less and email or share it from Google Drive to Mrs. DeLong by fall break.
Welcome to our newest segment called Hats Off, where students and staff are recognized for the wonderful things they do for others.
Awesome!
Here is Miss Whittakis and a student to show you how to stay organized.
Hi guys, I am Mrs. Whittakis and I am here with the lovely Kate today, and we are going to talk to you a little bit about organizing your backpack. I know that in the absence of lockers, keeping backpacks organized has been something to adjust to. Those of you who came from elementary school last year had all your desks and your cubbies where you could hang your coats and all of your stuff. Those of you who were in 7th grade last year are really missing your lockers. I know you're missing your lockers. They're fun and they're easy and convenient to store all your stuff, and now you guys look like you're walking down the hall hanging backwards like this because your backpacks are so heavy. So we're going to talk to Kate a little bit about how she organizes her backpack, And after this lesson is over today, we want everybody to go through their backpacks and kind of get them cleaned up and organized a little bit. So Kate, can you explain a little bit about how you organize your backpack? What do you put in the big pocket?
So basically in the big pocket, I put all my schoolwork and my folders and binders and notebooks. And in the back, I have a laptop sleeve, and that's where I put my laptop. So it's
Do you
really
want to show us what's in there? Mm-hmm. There's nothing scary in there, right?
So I have my planner, and then I have 2 folders for all my homework. And then I have my science binder because we need that separately. And then I just like to have a big binder of just normal filler paper and graph paper. And I just grab that out to write stuff down in class. And then back here, I keep my laptop. And then my pencil bag is right in the front here.
Okay, Kate, so what is in your next pocket?
In here, I like to keep my lunch and books that I read for school. And it's really nice because my lunch fits perfectly in there. So it just goes right down here.
Perfect. So you keep your smaller books in there. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you keep in your smallest one?
And then right here, I like to keep just kind of random things like my phone, gum, masks in case I forget any. And yeah, that's really it. Just whatever, or snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so can you show me, Kate, when you have an assignment that you need to do for math?
Okay.
Where is your math binder? How do you do that?
So I'll grab out my big binder and I'll just go and take a piece of graph paper out back here. And then once I am done writing on it, I'll take this folder because this is my afternoon folder and I'll just put it in here and then it'll be in here.
So one way that you've cut down on weight in your backpack is you have a morning folder and an afternoon folder?
Yes.
And so do you just have to make sure you keep those folders cleaned out every day? How do you keep that organized?
Yeah, I'll clean these out like every Friday and then they don't get overfilled.
Okay, so I know that a lot of kids might do like a red notebook and a red folder for math and a yellow notebook and a yellow folder for science, but you've cut down on weight in your backpack and just 2 folders that you organize by morning and afternoon and 1 binder with paper and that's it.
Yeah.
So if you had your locker like you did last year, would you organize differently?
Probably not because it's like a lot of work to have like all different notebooks for me. So I would just take my binder, the folder that is for the time of day, and my pencil bag and planner to that class.
That's brilliant. How often do you clean out your backpack?
I'd say like once every like 2 weeks, but this front pocket gets really dirty, so I do that like once a week.
You had a student who was brand new to middle school, and they were brand new to a school who had backpacks and not lockers. What is 3 pieces of advice you would give them to keep organized with their backpack?
I tell them to definitely have a pencil bag with like a bunch of their stuff and like a bunch of pencils. Definitely get the planners here because those help so much keep you like what you need to do and know everything. And then I tell them to definitely have like 2 folders because that's the thing that I use the most and it's just really easy for me.
Okay. Kate, thank you so much for being so organized and awesome and willing to share with us.
Thank you.
Hi, Presto. Hi. I'm a cameraman today. Yay. We are here with the lovely Lily, who is going to explain to us a little bit about how she uses her planner to make sure that she is the most organized that she can possibly be in school. So Lily, can you give us a little description of how you use your planner?
Alright, so since I'm a web leader, I do like to cross out reading and put web, and then I also put all the classes like wellness, yearbook, Cann, and pause, just in case I have something to do for Miss DeLong, my class
all
teacher.
of your classes listed on
Yep,
there.
and
Oh, that's so smart.
So on Mondays, I tend to write this stuff during Thursday. Since I'm a Thursday I'm a cohort B. So on Thursday, I like to write stuff that if I have nothing, I put nothing. And then, so like for math, I have 30 through 32 pages, and then the Watch Virtual Nerd. So when I go home, I take out a marker and I'm very color-coded, and I check that stuff off once I've done it. And then I also have a bunch of that. So like in the mornings, I like to look in Google Classroom, so if I have a blank spot, I can see what I'm not supposed to do for that day. And on Tuesdays, I like to write down what I do in the day. So if I need to like study something, I have like a study guide or something.
So on Tuesdays, you write down when you're in classes, you wrote down what you did in class that day in case you need to refresh your memory when you get home.
Yep. And then
Smart.
And then when I have an assignment, I tend to write it, so like quiz on primary and secondary sources. So when I found out about that, like on a Tuesday, I wrote that down on Friday so I would remember, hey, I need to study for this. This is coming up.
Because your quiz was on Friday.
Yep, when I was
Okay. So you write it in two places. You write it the day it was assigned and the day it is due so that you remember to do it when you're at home.
Yeah, because at home I tend to put, for that class, I tend to put study for test on Friday, which is usually the case.
Okay, so what are all the colorful check marks?
Those are, when I go home, I tend to, like, when I'm studying, I'm like doing my stuff, I like to check off stuff once I'm done with that thing so I know, oh, do I need to do this? And then I waste time doing that. So I like to color code it. Because it helps me remember, because if I do the same color, sometimes I think that I accidentally check that off. So I like to color code it. And then if I turn the pages, I also have green. So red's somewhere in the back here, but I color code it because it makes it a lot easier for me. And because my eyes, like, that's the way I see things. Color coding stuff makes it so much easier.
So what does green mean opposed to red?
It just means the same thing that I've done with this thing.
But just on a different day?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I heard you say is if you have a class and you have nothing due in that class, what do you write?
Usually this happens with web stuff, but if I flip back 2 pages, I have nothing to do for web, so I just put nothing. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I usually put wash shirt and then wear shirt on Thursday, so I know I'm supposed to wear it because I'm a web leader. And
so the big key is that when on days you have nothing, you don't just leave your planner blank. You write something so you remember.
I do my best to write something down. I tend to do that a lot in the beginning classes when teachers say, oh, we're going to be doing this today. Oh, we're going to be doing this today. I tend to write that down right away so I don't waste time.
Really? I had no idea when I asked you to do this new segment that you were such a planner guru.
I am very organized. The way my brain works is I need to see things and hear it. So when I hear it, I need to write it down so I remember. That's just my way that my brain works. Hearing it won't do it. Reading it in my mind won't do it. I have to do both, or otherwise it does not. I don't stick in my brain.
And so what that means is your planner is easily accessible in your backpack, and you get it out every class period, right?
Yep.
Did you hear that? She gets her planner out every class period, people.
Even when I'm going to the gym for PE, I still take it out.
Okay, if you were talking to a student who currently does not use a planner and was considering maybe starting using a planner, you should use a planner. Right, Kate?
Yes.
Yes. If you were going to give them 3 tips, what 3 tips would you give them?
Definitely write down things. Even if you're just a hearing person or a seeing person, I still would say write it down because then you remember twice as well. So definitely write down assignments like when they're due or when test and quizzes are, so you know, like, oh, I need to complete this before this day. Oh, I have to study for this on this day, before this day. It also makes it easier if you want. I would check mark things off on your home days.
So when you're at home, you still check things off?
I have my planner sitting out to the day, so like I'm at home, I flip my planner, and then I'll be doing stuff, and then when I finish, I take out my marker and I check it off.
And one thing I heard you say earlier, Lily, that I thought was very smart is on your at-home days, when you start your day, you get out your planner and go through all your Google Classrooms and write down all of the assignments that are going to be due and when they're due before you start your day. Is that correct?
Yep, because I also like to read my emails because sometimes things don't actually go through Google Classroom and they only go through email. So I check both anyway, even. So, and then I always like to check off the day so I know, oh, I completed this day for all my schoolwork. I'm done for that day.
That is very smart. Lily, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being amazing.
Yeah.
I know you've all been waiting for this. It's time for Mr. Rundle's lame joke.
All right, here's your Mr. Rundle lame joke for Friday the 18th. This one, I couldn't stop laughing all weekend about this joke. Calvin Wonderful member of our Cann crew, Calvin, submitted this joke to me, and I asked him permission to use it. He gave me permission, but I credit Calvin on this. Calvin Alexander said, "Hey, Mr. Rundle, why did A, the letter A, go into the bathroom and come out as the letter E?" I thought, well, that's just a weird question to begin with, but why did A go in the bathroom and come out E? He had a vowel movement. It just doesn't get any worse than middle school Mr. Rundle lame humor. That's what we love about it. Hey, this is Mr. Rundle saying, have a great weekend, everybody. Love you guys. Peace out.
That's all for this Friday, Crystal. Have a wonderful weekend.